So glad to have you with us. Today we're going to harvest our peanuts, and I want to thank Anna Osborne and her lovely children for helping me with this. Let me explain the sound on this. We are not using a microphone for most of it because I wanted you to have an opportunity to hear how much fun the kids had harvesting peanuts. Well, welcome to Debbie's Back Porch. So glad to have you with us again today. Today we're going to harvest peanuts, and I have some little helpers here. Hold on just a minute and I'll introduce you to This is Chase. This is Dominic. And you know, harvesting peanuts, if you don't have any more than I do, is just child's play. And these little guys are going to help me harvest the peanuts. So let's get started. Peanuts. Now they were nice and big and bushy just a couple of days ago. Peanuts need about 4 months to mature. Usually you'll plant them in about May. I'm in Georgia, but you're going to plant them after all chance of frost has passed. This is a late crop of peanuts. I had a bed where I grew squash and a bed where I grew beans, and then I didn't want to leave it fallow. I wanted to have something growing, and legumes are a really good cover crop. So I put peanuts in so that they would put some nitrogen in, hold the soil, keep the soil in use, and you get peanuts as a bonus. So this is a bed that was heavily mulched, and I don't know if you can see down here, but these peanuts have grown very, very thick, and there was thick wood mulch. Chase is asking questions. It's okay. So there was wood mulch on this bed. You've seen this bed before. It was It was treated with vinegar for weeds, heavily wood mulch. Before I planted the peanuts, because peanuts need a lot of calcium, I added gypsum. Now, organic gypsum is a way that you can add calcium to your soil without changing your pH. And it acts more quickly than lime, and lime will change your pH. So I treated this with calcium and it's with gypsum, which is very easy to find. You let these grow and you mostly just leave them alone. I don't have hardly any weeds in this bed, and if you can see, they're growing very, very thickly. So 4 months, it's actually now December, so these have been in here for 5 months, but they kept blooming and the weather was right, so I let them grow. So now we've had a frost, we're gonna have a hard freeze tonight, so we need to pull them. So let me just show you how you harvest these. They're very easy. And give it a pull. And look at all the peanuts.
Mommy!
This is one plant. Now these are planted, I plant them about a foot apart. Some people plant them in hills. I plant them a foot apart each way, so I just made a 1 foot grid all through this bed. So we're going to pull these out. Got that? Yeah, you can have one. Wipe the dirt off. They're edible now, but what we're going to do is pull them and hang them on string in a warm, dry place, not hot. So we're going to put them in our basement, our covered basement. And then in about 2 weeks, these will dry out. When they dry out, we'll pull them off and roast them. And they're going to make some wonderful peanut butter. So Chase and Dominic and I are going to pull all these up, and you can watch for it. We'll be right back.
Yep.
Look, get all of those down in there.
I can keep all these ones that are down in there. Wait, a dropped one. I'm going to put the rest of them in my pocket.
Wheelbarrow.
Don't throw them. Oh no. Take, put it in the wheelbarrow. Roll in the stubby.
In the wheelbarrow. And you need to dig around in the dirt just a little bit. See what else you find. You'll get a
Shovel?
no, it's not a
I
shovel.
need it.
Not a shovel.
No, don't use a shovel. Use your hand. Use your hand.
We're going to get a pitchfork in a few. There you go. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Flip that upside down in there and take a picture of it.
Yeah, we're keeping those, okay?
I don't know why you think you get all my peanuts.
They're good. But no, all those ones that are in there are ours.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
I'm going to give you some,
That one.
but I grew these so I don't have to buy peanuts. But I'm going to share with you.
Found a beautiful rock for you. Found a beautiful rock for you.
Well, thank you.
You did. Where'd you go? Let me see that. Buddy, let me see it. I need it. Thank you. I can't dig with my hands, so.
You don't need to really dig. What you need to do is to pull the whole plant up like that. So they're all up, and we have a huge wheelbarrow full. And I have to reevaluate because the way these came up, I'm not going to be able to tie the plants. So I'm going to go back to my granddaddy's old trick and put them in burlap bags and hang the bags. And here is the soil. We want to dig through this, not very deeply. I will turn the top with a pitchfork to pick up any stray peanuts, but most of them came out with the plants. I want you to look at that soil. I'm in Georgia. Georgia's known for its red clay, but over the years, Fred and I have fed these beds with wood mulch. And look at the soil because we're in a drought. These peanuts have not been watered once. The organic matter that's in these beds and the wood mulch that we put on top to hold the moisture, we never water. I watered once this entire season, everything, and then a few things I watered a second time. See, we'll get a few more peanuts as we go through here, and I'll turn the top layer with the pitchfork and sift through, and then I'm going to cover this bed again with wood mulch and let it sit, and it will be ready in the spring, and it's going to be so rich. It's had the added calcium. It's had the use of legumes to put nitrogen back into the soil, and you can grow anything in this bed. Planting some kind of a late crop, legumes particularly, helps maintain the nutrition in the soil. It's really a good practice, helps keep the weeds down, and it feeds the soil so that your next crop is going to be even better and richer. Thank you for joining us on Debbie's Back Porch. Hope to see you again tomorrow.